Alrighty, we should be live. I hope I see some folks in the chat room. I'm here and starting. This is my foray getting back into streaming, so I hope that excuse me, I hope there are no technical difficulties. We'll see how it goes. So today, what are we doing? We're going to demo the approvals add-on for Paid Memberships Pro. So this is a new add-on that we are releasing today. It just went out. And this add-on allows you to set up a unique approval workflow for your membership site. And after a membership signs up, the admin or membership manager will have the ability to approve or deny the application. So we have there is a diagram here that I can show you. And before I get to that, I just want to say that I'm super excited about launching this add-on for our PM Pro users. We've in the past built many custom approval workflows for customers of ours in the past, but with this approvals add-on, we've really streamlined the most needed features of those workflows and made it easier than ever to add approvals to your membership site. So let's see. Can someone in the chat, you see me? Let me know that you see me. Say, I see you. And that'll make me feel a lot better because my webcam was flaking out right before I clicked to go live. And I'm going to try to switch to desktop and hopefully it runs a little faster. Right. So, yeah, this diagram, like I said, what's going to happen is the user is going to apply to become a member of our site. The admin will get notification of that application, and then if the admin approves the member, the user will get an email notification, and then they'll be able to access the site as if they're a member. If they get denied, the user is going to be removed from that level, and they won't be able to see your membership access. And so, like, what is this really for? I'll show the diagram here, but I'll try to explain like an actual scenario where you would use this. So certain websites such as sports clubs, nonprofit organizations, if you set up a membership site just for employees of your business, educational institutions, other membership sites that want to remain private, and they want their members first to meet certain criteria before they have the ability to actually register for a paying level or access certain content on your membership site. And so what we want to do is we take a membership site maybe where you have some levels that people can pay for, and we add a free application level in front of it. And we'll get into that, but first I'll show you how easy it is to actually install and activate the add-on. So on my demo site, I'm going to go to memberships add-ons, and you will see this here. And if you're a PM Pro Plus member, you'll see a link to install or download. If you're core, you'll have to upgrade or manually install the zip file from GitHub. Since I already have the plugin downloaded and installed, I have a link to activate. So that activated the plugin. And once the plugin's activated, you can see in my memberships menu now, I have an approvals page. But before we go there, let me show you how you'll set up your levels. So in this case on my demo site, I have a benefactor level paying me $10 per month, a supporter level paying me $5 per month. But let's say that for one of these, this benefactors level, you have to get approved, right? So let's edit that level. And scroll down to the new section that will show up here saying approval settings, right? So here it'll say requires approval, and there's a few options. We'll go through each scenario. In this case, your normal levels when you first activate this, it's going to say no, like no level requires approval. But if I want people who become benefactors to go through the approval workflow, I'll change this setting to yes. Let's save that again. So now if I switch to Microsoft Edge instead of Google Chrome, Um, and I go to the website to sign up. I can sign up as a benefactor. Let me see here. Oh, maybe I have my settings wrong here. Hold on. Let's check that again. Maybe we have a bug. Perfect fashion. We launched some stuff that required some bugs. Give me 1 second. Let's see, what can we do while we try to fix the bug? I don't know that I can actually on the stream. So, yeah. What's happening is if I switch back to my Edge browser, this was a feature I was going to show you later. Let's try it. Okay, I'm signing up for a benefactor. I think I might have had some caching issues. Okay, I want to sign up for a benefactor. It's going to require approval. Correct. Okay. Well, I think since the bug is forcing me into this demo, I'm gonna try. Actually, I'm tempted to fix it. Let me show you this system here, actually. So if I go back to benefactor, what's happening is it's forcing me into one of these other options I wanted to try, right? So require approval. So if you set the setting to require an approval for a different membership, you can choose which level you want people to have first before they sign up. So before you upgrade to benefactor, I want you to be approved as a participant first. I'll save those options. So when I go to the benefactor level, it's going to prompt me and say, hey, you have to register as a participant first. If I click through to participant, it's going to allow me to register. So let me sign up here quickly. And also here we have some register helper fields that, so that's a register helper is another add-on that can be used to add custom fields to checkout. So if you pair the approvals add-on with the register helper, you can add questionnaires, you can add file uploads and other things that the admins then will review in their approval process, right? So paid memberships pro, I have 12 years of experience. I was referred by Kim. Please let me in. Okay. Okay. I'm registered as a participant. Let me show you what this looks like in the back end. So now I'm back in Chrome. I'm logged in as the admin again. And if I click through to approvals, I'm going to look for pending approvals here. Demo participant 1. Okay. And somehow I got approved, but if you see in the approvals list, this demo supporter 2, if I click to approve them here, that member is now going to get approved. Let me log in as this demo supporter and kind of show you what it looks like on the front end when you're not approved. So let's find a page that requires access here. Cool. Let's make it so this requires supporter access and view the page. So since I'm not a supporter, as the admin, it's going to say this content requires members only. I'm logged in as a supporter, but I'm not approved. So this is going to remind me that my membership still requires approval. If I go to my membership account page, it should also tell me that the status of my membership is pending. I also have an email that was sent to me saying that my membership is pending. The admin will also have gotten an email, and so if they log in, and like I showed you earlier, go to the approvals page. And then click to approve. When I go back to this page as a newly approved member, it should let me in. So now that I'm approved, it's going to show me the content that's limited for supporters. I'll show you really quick some of the other functionality. If you click on the list, you can see these folks were approved. And so if you did something by accident, you're like, oh, I messed up, demo supporter 2 should not have been approved. You can click this X here and it will send them back to the pending status. You can also see, same thing if you deny someone. So this guy's pending. If I view their info and I don't like them. Also we have this like read-only version of the edit user profile that you can approve and deny from. You also from the default WordPress edit membership profile will see an approve and deny section. So I can click deny here. And if I go back to approvals, this member has been denied. So this member is going to lose their membership level, and if they try to log back in, it won't let them. All right, let's see what else do we want to cover. Right, so I kind of showed you that workflow where you have one application level that's required to gain access to the paid levels. And I think that's I'm curious to see how people start using this when it gets out in the wild, but I imagine about half the people using this will do something like that. And half will just have like a level that's an application level. So one thing to note is that if you say a level requires approval, note that any initial payment that you have set up is going to still be charged at checkout. So in most cases, this might be an application fee. So if there's a $5 fee for everyone that you pay to the personnel who are doing the approving, that's still going to be charged. And if they retain the membership after a month, if they don't check out for a different level, they're still going to be charged, the recurring amount as well. Let's see. Some other things to note. The plugin also adds a membership approver role. So if right now Travis is an admin on my site, but if I really just want him to only be able to approve memberships, you can select that role. And when Travis logs in, he'll only see the approvals page and the members list, and he won't be able to edit any other information about users except their approval. We also, if you're using, we have a plugin called the Membership Manager add-on that adds a membership manager role that has more functionality. So they can edit users, they can change membership levels, they can cancel members, they can add new members and users. So that Membership Manager add-on will be updated very soon to allow membership managers to approve users. And as with all things in WordPress and Paid Memberships Pro, there are lots of possibilities to improve and alter this workflow through custom code. So like I said, we've done this custom for a number of clients, and it still makes sense now to use the plugin as a base. But if you need multiple approvals, that's something that with our help we can figure out the custom code to get it done. If you have a flow where you get approved for level 1 and then approved for level 2 and then for 3, and it's kind of like a progression, you might be able to get that out of the box with some of the features here, but you could potentially streamline it and be more specific about the wording and things like that with just a little bit of custom code. So I really expect people to play with this and start to appreciate it, and then we can see some of the next level stuff to work on. So I bet Kim and Travis were answering some questions, but I'll take a look and see if there's anything left. We have some time for questions. Let me change it. Hopefully my video was stuttering as well, so you might just get me like frozen in a pose. I hope it's flattering. Let's see. Homeowners Association. Yeah, I mean, that's like another case. So people will sign up, and on your membership site, you'll look at their name and, cross-reference that with your list of people on the Homeowners Association and see if they're on before you approve them. Also, like if you have already like an offline group and this is like the online component of it, you can do something like that. One case that we worked with before, it was a membership site for current and retired law enforcement. So you had to, share your credentials about where you worked and, what service you were in, and provide references that they double checked and did a background check. Background checks are big ones, like for certain applications, if it's in education or something like that, people, you're going to be working with kids, you're going to need a background check. We've seen this use of approvals used in lots of financial advisement groups and kind of trading clubs. So in those cases, they're usually confirming that you are as wealthy as you are, or you're a certified investor, something like that, before they let you in the group. Your risk tolerance, they might, sometimes they have extra forms that they need to have signed and mailed, kind of waivering rights. So things like that. Let's see here. Can BuddyPress group admin use this process to approve, reject users who apply to the group? Yeah, in some sense. So we have some custom code that links BuddyPress groups to membership levels. And so if you're using that custom code or an add-on that we have in the works that should come out in a month or two, it basically says people who obtain this membership level are entered into this BuddyPress group. And so you won't even let them into the group until they get approved for the level, and then they'll get into the group. So yeah, definitely this would work really well in conjunction with that. And I think that's probably exactly what Kim answered. If the member's payment fails, does the plugin drop them into unapproved? So that's standard functionality in Paid Memberships Pro. It doesn't change their approval status. It just like removes their membership access entirely. So this adds, usually in Paid Memberships Pro, as soon as you check out, like you have access to that level. And if you failed payment or someone changes your level, you lose access. What this plugin basically does is it adds another step, another status inside of there of like, you could actually have paid and everything is good, but you still have pending status until an admin clicks on you. So it's similar, but like a different functionality. Trial process. So trial process, how would it work with the trial process? I guess you can maybe ask more specifically what you're trying to do. But usually the trials as coded in Paid Memberships Pro basically have you pay either like if it's a free trial or a lower amount until a certain date when you pay the full amount. And during the trial, you have the full membership level. And so it wouldn't change anything with that. One thing we've done custom that maybe it makes sense to work out a solution with this add-on, but if you ask in the forums, we can help you with some custom solutions like this, is we have coded things where if you're inside the trial window, like certain functionality is not available to you. And so you could custom code that and say, hey, are we in trial? Then don't show this if it's like one thing you want to lock down. if you have basically like 2 member sections, one for new members and one for trial members, you could just split it up with 2 membership levels and either code things or have people after their trial check out for the real level. So they check out for the trial level. If it all goes well, then they check out for the real level. Yeah, something like that could work. That'd be really interesting to try out because I've heard people do things like that before. So it'd be interesting to see if I'd have to think if this plugin would really improve it. Let's see. Cool. Okay. Yeah, so I guess you could use this in conjunction. So you would like, hey, I want to give you a free trial, but I feel uncomfortable giving you complete access without an approval. You know, basically maybe during your approval process, you're making sure that they're legitimately going to pay you eventually, or they're legitimately trialing you, or a lot of times if you have a free trial, people can concoct ways to get around them. So they can change their email address or their name or their phone number and try to look like someone different. And your like approval process could really be a quick manual search to see if they look just like their doppelganger who signed up last week for free. So yeah, I could see something like that working where you're just double checking before you give someone access to the level if they haven't paid. That's something like if you're a member, reach out in the forums with your specific use case, because we might be able to add custom code that would make it so like only new users entering the trial go into that approval state. Like if you pay and skip the trial, you know, you're added immediately. That could be done again with like multiple levels or some custom code. Yeah, and so I see someone's been using like approved and unapproved levels, and that's definitely, you know, exactly what we used to recommend to people as an easy workaround. And this is meant to replace that. So it should be as easy as using approved and unapproved levels, but a little more, less cluttered in your admin. You only have one level. You have less kind of things to juggle. Alrighty, so answer your questions. All right, we had some technical issues there, and it looks like I have a bug that I introduced last minute before the demo to fix. But the add-on is out there to play with, so feel free to download it. Maybe wait 15 minutes after this live call. Look for version 1.01. But yeah, grab that, play with it, and reach out to us in the forums and see how we can help you set it up. Unless some other questions come in, I'm gonna close up the demo. All right. Cool. So I think that's the last demo question. But if you have more questions, reach out to us, in all the right places, in our forums, over Twitter, on our Facebook, anyway, through our contact form, any way you can get a hold of us, reach out. And we're excited to see what you want to do with the approvals. If you make good use of this plugin, be sure to reach out to us also. We can put you in a showcase on the website. We'd love to see how people are using it. Thanks a lot, guys.